Hi, Tejashwini. Very good morning. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. So today we'll be starting your classes as usual. So before getting into that, just I want to show you one communication of one student with Apshala. So,
Okay.
so he recently completed his Power BI and Fabric. Okay. So
Okay.
his CV got selected. In one of the MNC company called Mu Sigma. Mu Sigma. I think you know,
Okay.
right? It is a very Mu Sigma is one of the what you called I can say greatest data science company. Okay, they are only into data science. It is one of the
Okay.
topmost company in Bangalore. Okay, for data science, who will pay
Okay.
only for freshers 20 lakhs, only for freshers. Okay,
How many lakhs, sir?
20 lakhs, 20 lakhs. I'm talking about
For
freshers. Yeah,
freshers?
freshers. Yeah,
Huh.
not
So,
experience.
sir.
Would have expected how much, right? So
Okay, sir. For freshers, how much they are paying to him?
20 lakhs.
Bapre, that is very good, sir.
Yeah, so this is very high. So very powerful company it is. Hi, sir.
Okay.
Got a call from Mu Sigma for Power BI developer role, and they scheduled interview on 5th on March. And they
Okay.
JD and key requirement I will attach. Please guide me. Okay. So
Okay.
the what you call it? They have a student has communicated with Apshala placement team. They forwarded actually. So the JD to me to guide the
Okay.
student. So this is the JD job description on Power BI and Fabric.
Okay.
Whatever I am teaching in the class, everything they have asked actually. Okay. So this three,
Okay.
4 years you need to make up. Okay. So that I will tell you how to make up. This is about your Mu Sigma company. So
Okay.
uh, Mu Sigma, Mu Sigma. So this is your Mu Sigma. Okay. So it is
Okay.
located in Bangalore. Okay. So
Okay.
ITPLS. So one of the data analyticals firm, very big data analyticals firm actually, very big company. Okay. So
Okay.
basically one of the topmost. It's a dream company for almost every data scientist. If you work in music,
Wow.
basically
Hmm.
wherever you go, it's you get selected because interview process will be like that. Okay, so a leading data
Okay.
analytics firm and decision science companies actually. Okay, so this is your website. They are into everything actually. They are into artificial intelligence, decision science, data science and analytics, data visualizations. Okay,
Hmm.
fine. So
Hmm.
Power BI, Fabric, everything basically. Fine. Okay. So now
Okay.
coming to the job description. So this is how it will be about Mu Sigma. What is the key responsibilities of you in Mu Sigma as a Power BI developer? So design, develop, and maintain advanced Power BI dashboards, data models, simulations for decision making. That is for forecasting, scenario modeling, what if analysis. These are called decision making. So you need to design and develop dashboards, a data model,
Hmm.
simulations. Everything will be covered here. So leverage Microsoft Fabric. So I told right, Fabric everything will cover one lake, data engineering, warehouse, real time analytics. Okay, so basically everything whatever they asked is very less actually, but what we cover is very high.
Okay.
Manage Power BI deployment pipelines. I told you about pipelines, right? So we discussed about pipelines. Okay, then
Hmm.
integrate Power BI with Power Apps and Power Automate. So even I told you about Power Apps and Power Automate, how to basically we'll cover. Okay, as a Power BI developer, you should have some exposure to Power Apps and Power Automate to develop some workflows, automate workflows. Okay,
Hmm.
then implement row level security governance. Okay, so I told you row level security. Please go through the document. At the previous recording, will cover this also.
Okay.
Well, ETL pipelines also will cover. Then
Okay.
these are all normal things. Models, dashboards, these are normal things. Very simple actually. The requirement is
Hmm.
so
It's very simple.
yeah. So deep dive expertise in Power Query, DAX, MU language,
Language.
data modeling, performance optimizations, uh,
Yes.
experience in supply chain analytics use cases, all these things, hands-on Microsoft and Power BI pipelines and Power Automate. Okay.
Hmm.
Proficiency in SQL, ETL process, all these things, ability to design, everything will be covered actually. Fine. So design self frameworks and governance, all these things, stakeholders. Okay. So basically, they told that basically BE BTech is mandatory, but the student is not from BE BTech background, but they selected is from BSc background, but still they selected his CV. Okay. So period experience working in supply chain analytics, CPN, certifications. Yeah. See, certifications in Power BI. Okay, the student,
Hmm.
that is the reason why he said CV got shortlisted actually. Hope you understood, right?
Okay.
Design experiments and advanced data tools. Okay, fine. So that is the reason why he got certifications are mandatory. If you have certifications, your resume gets shortlisted easily. Fine.
Yes.
This is one thing.
But sir, my degree is from mechanical. So is it a little
No problem.
problem for any?
Tech. Any BE BTech
Okay.
or MTech in computer science or any engineering or related fields. No problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ha, or related fields. Okay.
But the student is BSc animation actually. He's not BE BTech student actually.
Okay.
Hope you understood, right?
Then
Yeah.
also. Hmm.
So that's what education is not that much mandatory here. Your skills
Yes, sir.
is important,
Skills. Yes. Yes.
very very important. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the thing. So this is how your interview process will be there actually. Fine. So today they have scheduled, and he'll come up with questions. What questions they are asking? All these things. Interview will be tough, bit tough recording music, but if you are very good, expertise in doing all these things, easily get selected. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, yeah. So today's just we'll try to cover your first introduction class. See, one thing you should
Okay.
understand that. Okay. So today we'll try to discuss about the concept of data science project architecture.
DSPA. Okay.
So what is this data science project architecture? See, one thing you understand that as a data scientist, your responsibility will be basically to develop two kinds of solution in any organization. Okay, in any organization.
Hmm.
See, before discussing about the roles and responsibility of data scientist, first of all, I want to discuss about something. You know how your data. See, data science is not an individual game player. Okay,
Hmm.
it depends upon data. It depends upon data. Okay, from different departments. Hope you understood, right? It depends
Okay.
upon data from
Hmm.
different departments. Okay.
Hmm.
So, like for example, how many domains we have? We have, for example, banking domain, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Then we have what you call FMCG domain. Okay. Then we have
Okay.
domain. Okay. Then we
Hmm.
have aerospace domain. Then we have
Okay.
manufacturing domain. Then we have pharma or healthcare domain. So if I go on talking like this, we have a number of domains, right? Now tell me,
Hmm.
what is the common thing in each and every domain? Basically, data, right?
Hmm.
What
Yes.
is the common thing in each and every domain?
Sir, what is this L plus C?
No, this is healthcare.
Okay, healthcare. Okay, HC.
Healthcare.
Okay.
So data
Okay.
is a common thing in each and every domain. Yes or no? For example, if you are working in JP
Hmm.
Morgan Bank, you did
Okay.
data, right? What kind of data? Financial data. Suppose if you're
Okay.
working in what you call some hotel industry like ITC,
Okay.
okay, you are working with FMCG data. If you are working with Amazon e-commerce industry, right? You are working with
Okay.
e-commerce data. You are working
Yes.
with, for example, Indian Airlines, okay?
Hmm.
You are working with aerospace data, or if you are working with any manufacturing industry or a healthcare industry, you are working with the particular data, right? So everywhere the data is very important, right? So that is nothing but your domain experience. These are called different domains, yes or no, right? And also, many domains they will interchange the data also with each other, right? So data science cannot basically work without the data, yes or no, right? So the data is
Okay.
mandatory for the data science. Okay, so generally it depends upon the
Yes.
data. Okay, it depends upon the data. You know, to perform two types of tasks. Okay, so now one thing you understood that data science needs data from different industry domains. It can be your
Yes.
banking sector, it can be your FMCG, or it can be your e-commerce, whatever maybe, it needs data, right? Generally, we call this data as a raw data. Why it is called as a raw data? Because this is the first data that is collected by your banks or any other industries. See, for example,
Yes.
you take your Amazon, basically. They used to collect data, a lot of data from the clients with the help of mobile applications, right? So whatever the data that they are collecting at the first time, okay, they can store the data in the file, CSV file, or CL, or database. Yes or no, right? Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other data source, basically. Fine.
Mm.
That type of first data that is collected by the industries, that type of data is called as raw data. The type of data is called
Okay.
as raw data.
Got it.
The best example is you go to vegetable market. Whenever you purchase vegetables, what kind of vegetables they are? Cooked vegetables. Not right. They are raw vegetables. Why you are calling it as raw vegetables? Tell me. Because they are
Because
processed.
it is not processed.
Directly they are coming from the vegetable form, right? Okay, from the
Yes.
farmer. That is the reason why
Yes.
it's having lot of impurities. Yes or no, right? It is having lot of impurities, that vegetables. Directly you can't use for cooking, right? Right? Can you use the raw vegetables directly for cooking? What you will do generally? Tell me. When you bring some potato or tomato, whatever. Generally,
Sir,
what?
first washing we'll do.
Why you will wash?
Cleaning, if any pesticides and all are there. So,
Same thing here also. Whenever the raw data is collected by the industry, directly they won't use raw data to the what do you call it, for analysis or for predictions. Hope you understood, right? Instead of that, first what they will do, they will clean the data. They will clean the
yes.
using different data cleaning
Okay.
tools. And they will process the data. See, once you clean your vegetables, directly you'll put aloo, tomato directly like that in sambar. No, right? You will cut the
Oh,
vegetables, your fashion,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Then what you will do, you will add ingredients. You
Yes.
will do some sambar, rasam, or what do you call it, curry, right? That is,
Uh,
then again, what happens if the taste is not up to the mark? Again, if salt is less, you will add salt. That is your fine tuning the process. Yes, sir. The thing here in real time. So generally, whenever you handle the raw data, it will be having a lot of messy things actually. Okay. So basically, that is the reason why we need to clean the data. Then we need to process the data in a proper manner. Okay. So once we process the data, then basically, we fine tune the what you call, we supply the data to the analytical engine or predictive engine. Then we fine tune the analysis or prediction. Okay. So that I'll discuss now. So one thing you understood that data science needs the raw data, right?
okay.
Now, so where this raw data is stored, generally your client, okay, will store this raw data on the cloud premise. It can be Azure cloud from Microsoft, or AWS from Amazon, or GCP from Google. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the different cloud platforms. You will not be expertise in these cloud platforms. Just you should understand what is Azure, all these things. That's it. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
generally, your companies will store the data in the form of files. Okay, in general. Okay, in the
Okay.
CSV format, or Excel format, or JSON format, or ORC format, or PARQ format. These many formats are there. File formats. These are all file formats.
5 formats.
These are all file formats. Okay. So,
File formats. Yes.
file format. Hmm. Now, why these many file formats? Basically, so why these many file formats? Basically, like depends upon the complexity of the data. Suppose if the data complexity is less, hope you understood, right? If the data is complex, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
The data complexity is less, we go for CSV and Excel files. If the data complexity is going on increasing, Then we go for JSON files, ORC files,
JSON.
files. So the complexity of the data. But
Hmm.
however, understand that your client will store the data, raw data, in the form of files in the cloud premise. Hope you understood, right? So this is your client environment. For example, say Flipkart. Okay, you are working as a data scientist in a Flipkart. Okay.
No, sir. Okay, example.
Generally, I'm telling. Okay.
Okay.
So you're working as a data scientist in Flipkart. So Flipkart asked you to perform, basically, to implement data science architecture or to develop data science solutions. Now, see, one thing you understand, I told you, right? Data is very important for the data scientist.
Okay.
So you are a data scientist. Data is very important for the data scientist.
Important. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what kind of data? Raw data? No. Raw data directly cannot be given to the data scientist.
Okay.
We use structured data or clean data.
Okay.
So that is, but the data that is available in the market is the raw data, right?
Yes.
So we need to convert this into structured data or transform this into structured data, then supply this data to the data scientist.
Yes.
The process of converting your raw data to the structured data is called data transformation or data cleaning or data wrangling.
Wrangling. Okay.
Wrangling.
Okay, wrangling. Wrangling.
Data wrangling.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Data transformation tools, data cleaning tools, data wrangling tools in the market.
Okay.
Directly you
Okay.
can use the tools and you can involve in data transformations. Or you can write certain script or code in Python or PySpark or Scala or Pandas. These are all the different programming languages, okay, where you can write coding in order to remove the impurities or clean the data, right? Now, so once a structured data is given to the data scientist, what is the work of data scientist in Flipkart? He will be developing two kinds of solutions. One is analytical solution. So what is analytical solution? I want to know the product, visualize the sales of a particular product over different regions. So what I'll do, I'll create one what you call pie chart, and I'll show to my manager, this is the percentage of sales in APAC region. This is the percentage of sales in US region. This is the percentage of sales in Europe. This is the percentage of sales in India.
Okay.
So that is, I am creating one pie chart. Okay, and I am telling it as a report or dashboard, and I'm asking my manager to visualize the data to get certain business insights. This process of creating the visuals, data visuals, nothing but your data analytics.
Okay.
Okay, data analytics is basically the only one work of data analytics department. Data and analytics, because DNA department, we call it as DNA department. The work of data analytics department is to develop certain data visualizations with the help of analytical tools like Power BI, Tableau, okay, QuickSense, and number of tools. Yeah. Out of this, the powerful analytical engine is your Power BI, where it occupied 95% of your data science market because of its simplicity, because of its rich capabilities of analytics, and number of reasons. Low cost, easy friendly user compared to Tableau and QuickSense. Tableau is very costly. It's very difficult to use. So only 5% of industry will use Tableau. And forget about QuickSense. Very less industry will use. So 99% of industry will use Power BI. Using
Power BI.
Power BI,
Okay.
we develop reports, dashboards, and
Yes.
other things basically. Not only so Power BI is a basic purpose of Power BI is an analytical engine. Basically, we use to develop analytics basically. Analytics
Okay.
and data visualizations. Okay,
Huh.
but Power
Huh.
BI is a very vast subject. Lot of things are there that we'll discuss. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
so this structured data will be given to DNA department for the purpose of analytics, right?
Sir, these notes you will give me, no?
So basically, once the recording is done, we will
Huh.
download and upload to the drive, and we'll share you the drive. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can just
Okay.
open and you can start studying this. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so now basically, like once the structured data is given to the DNA department, in DNA department we use tools like Power BI to develop these visualizations. Okay, that is Power BI needs structured data. Yes or no, right? Suppose if you want to use what you call data visualizations, if you want to develop your reports or dashboards, okay, in Power BI, basically, so Power BI needs structured data. Yes or no, right?
Yes.
So how Power BI? See, the work of data scientist is not only to develop analytical solutions. Analytical solutions means developing your data visualizations. Not
Okay.
only the work of data scientist is not only to develop analytical solution, but also to develop what? Predictive solutions. Predictive means what?
Predictive means, sir, predictions we say, no?
So assuming the future, analyzing
Yes.
the future. Here you are analyzing the present condition.
Huh.
Here we are analyzing the future. How can you analyze the future? See, as a human being, we have ability to predict something in future, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in your data science, we have some technology called as AI technology, artificial intelligence technology. Okay, with the help of artificial intelligence technology, we have three artificial intelligence technology. One is your ML, machine learning technology.
Okay.
Deep learning technology, then generative AI, LLM technology.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So with the help of these technologies, we can develop predictive models. What is it? Predictive models.
Predictive models.
Where we can train these predictive models with the help of the data, structured data. Once we start when we start training these predictive models with the help of structured data, these predictive models will be eligible to predict the future of sales of Flipkart. What is my sales? What will be my sales in these countries in 2030? That is, before 10 years itself, we can predict the data. Hope you understand.
Yes.
So how it is possible? This is how. This is nothing but your AI engineering.
Okay.
You are going to study in the next upcoming semesters.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So in your first semester, basically you focus only on analytics, basically.
Okay.
Now, the same thing, how can you implement it with the help of your data science project architecture? That is the class today. Now let me erase all these things.
Okay.
Now what I told, your client is storing the data on the cloud premise, right? Your client is storing the data in the cloud premise.
Cloud premise.
Yeah, 1 minute. How is storing the data in the form of files, right? Now, first of all, the data is in the form of files in the cloud, what do you call it, in the client location. As a data scientist, first of all, you should establish your data science project environment. Data science project environment is nothing but it's an integration of different components from different departments. What is the first component you need to develop? Is nothing but your data pipeline.
Okay.
Data pipeline is a component which is used to extract the files from your cloud and load into something called as one lake. What is
Okay.
one lake? One lake is an area, is a place, is a storage area where you can store the raw data in the form of files.
Okay.
It is the only place or a component in your data science project architecture which can store the raw data in the form of files. No other components will store the raw data in the form of files. Not even raw data, not even any format, they won't store the raw data. Only Lakehouse is designed to store the raw data in the form of files. So by creating data pipelines, you extract that raw data in the form of files and dump these files in the lakehouse. In the lakehouse.
Lakehouse, yes. One lake.
Lakehouse, not one lake. Lakehouse.
Okay, lakehouse.
One lake is different. I'll tell you of course.
Okay.
Lakehouse is a component. It is a storage component in your data science project architecture.
Okay.
Which is used to store the raw data in the form of file formats.
File formats.
Now, problem with this lakehouse is, problem with this data science project is, you won't understand the raw data in the form of file formats, but they will understand the data in the table formats only. But you are telling that, lakehouse can store the data only in the file format. It's possible. Now, in lakehouse, we have a provision where we can convert this file format to the table format. Generally, we call it as a delta table. Delta table.
Table.
Delta table. These are not ordinary tables. Your database. These are delta tables. I'll tell you why we call it delta table. In the practical, when we are go practical stuff, I will tell you why it is called delta table.
Okay.
So as soon as you load your raw data files to the lakehouse, you need to convert these files into delta tables. You need to convert these
data tables. Okay.
Delta tables.
Okay, sir.
Delta tables. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why these are called as delta tables? I'll tell you afterwards. Now your raw data is in the form of which format? Table format, right?
Okay.
So no, previously it was in the file format. Now your raw data is in the form of table format.
In the table, yes. In the lakehouse, it is in the table format.
Yes. That table format we will take and we'll supply the table format again to one data pipeline. We'll create one data pipeline. Okay. See, data pipelines are not only used to extract the data from the cloud, but also used to perform data transformation activities or data cleaning activities. In your data pipeline, we'll write some code in Python, all these things. Okay. Then we will involve in data cleaning activities to convert your raw data to the structured data. Data transformation is nothing but converting your raw data to the
structured data.
Now, what is the data transformation? For example, you have a lot of null values in your raw data. You can remove the null values or replace the null values with some meaning. Or you want certain date formats to be changed, you can do that. Or you want to add certain tables, you can do that. You want to restructure the table structure, columns, names, you can do that. All these will come under data transformations. Don't worry. Data transformation is a big concept actually. We'll train you on step by step. So now basically this is the structured data. So once we get the structured data, where you store your structured data? So you store your raw data in the lakehouse, right? How you store your raw data in the lakehouse? Similarly, we store your structured data in the data warehouse. Data warehouse is a storage component which can store the structured data only in the form of tables, not in files. T1, T2, T3, which are interrelated to each other, to form something called as data model. Data model. I think these things you would have seen in your Musigma job description, they are called.
Hmm.
They are asking, do you know data model? Do you know lakehouse? Do you know
Okay.
data pipelines? Okay, so
Hmm.
go through the job description of your Musigma.
Hmm.
I think I've closed it. Okay,
Hmm.
they're asking all the things, right? They're asking
Yes, sir.
number of things. Okay,
Hmm.
this is your job description. See here. Okay, so one lake, right? One lake. See, basically data engineering. See, all this will comes under lake house, data pipelines. All this comes under data engineering. One lake also will comes under data engineering. Okay, so data pipelines, Power BI deployment pipelines. Are able to see the pipelines? Okay, then ETL pipelines. Data pipelines is nothing but ETL pipelines. Here, ETL pipelines. How to optimize your ETL pipelines. Okay, so that's what our training, basically my training will be as per the standards, completely standards. Okay,
Hmm.
so easily you can crack your interviews, right? So now, see, once so what is the difference between your data warehouse and the data lakehouse? Lakehouse can store the data both in the file formats and table formats, but
Hmm.
data warehouse is designed to store the
Hmm.
structured data only in the
Hmm.
table formats, not in the file formats.
Okay.
Lakehouse is designed to store raw data, not structured data. Warehouse is designed to
Okay.
store structured data.
Okay. Warehouse is designed for the structured data.
Yes. So
Okay.
once you store the structured data,
Hmm.
okay, now you are done. So now tell me, from here to here, I am
Hmm.
performing the analytics here.
Hmm.
From here to here, that is from your pipeline
Hmm.
to data warehouse.
Hmm.
What I'm doing basically here, am I performing any analytics or predictions?
No, sir.
So, right, what I'm doing, I'm processing the data. That's it. With the help of different department components. See, why I'm calling department components? Why? Because these data pipelines, lake houses, all these belongs to a department called data engineering department. Data engineering
Okay.
department.
Engineering.
Yeah,
Hmm.
data engineering department. This is itself
Hmm.
a separate department, data warehouse department.
Yes.
Itself is a cloud department. Okay.
Huh.
So these many departments are involved to process the data. Yes or no, right? That is
Yes, sir.
involved in data processing. The process of you know involving in data processing with the help of different departments, tools and technologies is nothing but your data science. Please try to understand data science, okay, is all about processing the data with the help of different tools and technologies of different departments like data engineering, data warehouse, big data, cloud computing. It's nothing but your data science. Okay.
Okay.
Because data science, the name itself suggests it's a science which deals with data. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Now you
Hmm.
are dealing with data, so obviously it's a science actually. Now, once you
Okay.
your data science, once you have successfully implemented structured data, you can
Hmm.
supply the structured data to DNA department. What is the DNA department? Data analytical department, where you have
Yes.
Power BI analytical tool, which is used to create analytical solutions. Which is used to create analytical solutions.
Solution.
Apart from that, you can also supply this data to the AI department, where we have machine learning models, deep learning models, and LLM models, generative AI models to predict the data. To predict the data. Hope you understood, right? That is,
Yes, sir.
many departments are there. That is, data engineering department is there. Cloud computing, we call it as ADF. Generally, we call it as Azure
Hmm.
Data Factory. ADF, Azure Data
Hmm.
Factory. Then
Hmm.
data engineering we have. Then we have
Okay.
data warehouse we have. Then DNA department, data analytics department, then AI department.
Hmm.
All together, we call it as a data science.
Yes.
Now, let me put into this is nothing but your data science project architecture. which we
Yes.
implement completely, practically on Microsoft Fabric, which is one of the powerful AI platform, which we are going to introduce maybe after tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Mostly, I'll be introducing about Fabric tomorrow. Hope you understand.
Okay. What's sir? Sapping?
Microsoft Fabric.
Fabric. Okay. Fabric. Yes. Okay.
So you can implement this data science project architecture with
Hmm.
help of technology called Microsoft
Fabrics.
Fabric. Microsoft
Fabrics.
Fabric. Okay. So which is very powerful technology apart from your Power BI. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So tomorrow we are going
Yes,
to.
sir.
So now you understood this architecture. It's very clear that suppose if I take data science as a big circle, data science as a big circle. Okay.
Hmm.
Then you have analytics is one of the subsets.
Hmm.
Data analytics. Okay. Then we have AI as again one more big circle subset, right? In this AI, we have machine learning.
Okay.
In this machine learning, we have subset called deep learning, right?
Okay.
Which is advanced version of your machine learning. Then we
Okay.
have LLMs, Gen AI LLMs. LLM is nothing but large language models. Large language models,
Models.
technology related to Gen AI.
Yes.
Gen AI. Then finally, we have nowadays the people are talking about agentic AI. Agentic AI. Agentic AI.
Yes.
Agentic AI.
AI.
Right? So this is the core, that is as soon as you hit your data science, first of all, you should know more about your data analytics. Okay.
Hmm.
In data analytics, apart from that, there are very, very small things, like data engineering, data warehouse, data modeling,
Okay.
real-time analytics,
Hmm.
database,
Hmm.
right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then basically some programming language like Python, SQL. Okay, so these are all snippets. These are all add-ons, additional information as a data scientist you should have. So,
Okay.
so basically you should hit data analytics along with this. Okay. Once you gain thorough knowledge, then you need to get into AI. Then
AI. Hmm.
hit AI, then hit machine learning, then hit deep learning, then hit your Gen AI, then hit finally agentic AI. So this is
Okay.
the process how you need to study your data science. Then
Yes.
you will be able to develop as a data scientist. You will be able to develop, okay, both analytical solution, okay, at the same time predictive solutions. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So this is about your today's class. So as a data scientist, what is your work in any organization? Developing analytical solutions and predictive solutions. How? This is how you need to develop.
Okay.
Yeah, with help of different tools and technologies. Now,
Okay, sir.
as we'll discuss basically why we need to start your classes with Power BI. What is the importance of your Power BI? What is
Hmm.
Microsoft Fabric?
Okay.
Suppose if you start directly with Python, what is the consequences you face?
Okay.
And most of the institutions will start with Python. They'll end up
Hmm.
with Python only after 6 months. You won't get a job because Python
Oh,
developers are the first fired by the companies. Hope
yes, sir. But within 6 months, no?
See, that's what I'm telling. So most of the institutions, what they do, they'll train you on Python first. They'll be
Yes,
teaching
yes,
you only on Python, thinking that Python is very important for data scientists. It's not like that.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So in the description, have you seen any Python language there? They're
In
very less, right?
very less. Yes, sir.
So first of all, we should focus on Power BI, then Fabric. Why we need to focus on Power BI? Why we need to focus on Fabric?
Okay.
Okay, all these things we'll discuss in the tomorrow's class. Fine.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, these notes you are giving, no?
Yeah. So it will take some time to record. After
Okay.
that, basically, we will share these recordings to your concerned manager. She will be sharing
Okay.
it, where you can go through that recordings and come to the next class. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Tomorrow's class. Yes.
Yes. Any questions apart from this?
No, sir. Today's class I understood. So no question.
Okay.
Sir, actually, in my company, I have worked on pandas and numpy. So yesterday, some basic queries I have performed on that.
No problem. So let it be. So pandas, numpys, basically these are data transformation programming languages in Python.
Yes. Yes.
These are Python libraries which are
Yes.
specifically used for data transformations.
Yes.
Okay, but oftenly you use pandas and numpys and
Hmm.
matplotlib. See, matplotlib,
Hmm.
Seaborn, these are all what you call visualization libraries, data
Hmm.
visualization libraries. Whatever you are doing in Power BI, you can do with help of programming also. Based
Huh.
on the requirements of companies, you may be asked to do that actually. But as of now,
Okay.
it's not that much important now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, then. Yes. This lecture I will revise once and then come to tomorrow's class.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then see you. Thank you.
Okay. See you, sir. Bye.